I think that many learners think that when switching languages, they should also switch their voice, when actually what they should change is their tone.
Wait. First, I think let's focus first on what you said, like the reason why many people fear public speaking, which is
Fear
of making
yes.
mistakes. Have you ever been in a situation where your mistakes were holding you back?
As I say, if you put in mind that you want to impress your audience, you try to be perfect. And being perfect, it's impossible. Nobody is perfect.
Hello everyone, welcome to Talk to Me, a place where vibrant conversations meet the pulse of life. Today I'm really excited because we are filming the fourth episode since the last time we filmed the third one. My name is Lazaro and I'm your host, and I'm really excited to be here back with you guys because we're going to be talking about something that is really interesting. To my left, I have a very wonderful English speaker and communicator. I'm talking about Adjeinny who is going to be my guest for today's episode. Adjeinny, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm great, and I'm very glad for being here today. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you for being here with me, okay? It's actually really amazing. Adjeinny, she is a primary school teacher, an English teacher, and also a communication coach. And today she's going to be talking to me about the fear of speaking English in public. I would like to start honest and ask you the first question. Why do you think people fear public speaking?
Well, I think people fear public speaking due to the fear of making mistakes in public, because people don't want to be judged. But I would like to start this conversation giving a concept to communication.
Oh, okay,
Communication is a talking process of exchanging ideas, feelings, or information, but it consists on understanding others and make yourself understood. I think that there are few aspects that should be taken into consideration to accomplish this last part I've mentioned of making yourself understood.
Okay, so let's go if you...
Yeah, the aspects should be body language, voice, and words.
And words.
Why voice? I think that many learners think that when switching languages, they should also switch their voice, when actually what they should change is their tone.
Wait. First, I think let's focus first on what you said, like the reason why many people fear public speaking, which is
Fear
of making mistakes
and being judged.
And this is really interesting because I've seen a lot of English speakers that most of the time, I mean, when they are speaking alone or to themselves, they speak naturally. But when it comes to speaking in public, they freeze. So what you said is also true, like making mistakes also make them not speak the language. Have you ever been in a situation where your mistakes were holding you back
From
speaking in public?
Sure. I think we all faced this at the beginning of our learning journey.
And how did you overcome?
Actually, it was very hard to me at the beginning because I didn't have much support when I started learning English.
Sure.
Yeah, as people have now. So this was the reason why I used to run away from talking sometimes. Yeah, but what helped me improve this situation or overcome this was to remember that we're not the owners of the language. And we are living in a non-English-speaking country. So mistakes make part of the process. Then certainly they're allowed. I prefer to look at mistakes like opportunities to improve.
Yes, like what you're saying is mistakes are not like failure. They are a way of making you improve for the next
Sure,
time.
they are synonyms of progress.
Of progress. I have a student, I'm not going to say his name, but he's so afraid of making mistakes in public that he doesn't even try to speak.
Nice.
You ask him something and all he says is, I don't know, teacher. Just because. Like, what do you think about this? All he has to say is, just because.
Just because.
Just because.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that to overcome this, he should stop trying to memorize things. Many learners do it, and actually this limitates our speech. Because sometimes we need to be creative and let the things out at the moment. So I advise him to focus on the message, not on the audience. Because some people think, oh, I'll be there and people will judge my English. Of course, there will always be people judging your English, but you cannot focus on that. Otherwise, you will never speak. You should focus on the message. Aim for clarity, not perfection. Don't speak trying to impress others. Remember the concept of communication. Speak to make yourself understood.
You said something about speaking to impress. But when I'm speaking in public, I have to impress, don't I?
No, you don't have to impress. You need to to convince your audience. Once, the best teacher ever told me a very interesting quotation. He said, whenever you're going to do something, the no is confirmed, but you need to fight for the yes. So whenever you are going to speak in public, people's judgment is confirmed, but you need to fight to convince them.
So public speaking is not about speaking to impress, though.
No.
But it's so because many people think I need to impress my audience. I need to speak in a way that I'm going to impress them. And sometimes this also hold them back. Sometimes they think, okay, I think they're not enjoying what I'm, giving to them or what I'm passing. My mistakes are holding me back. And sometimes they don't, I mean, you understand that they are not confident speaking in public.
As I say, if you put in mind that you want to impress your audience, you try to be perfect. And being perfect, it's impossible. Nobody is perfect. Even those people we have as model, they're not perfect. They also struggle to be there. So we better put in mind that we want to impress, not impress exactly, but to convince our audience. And we can make it when we are clear, when we transmit your message with security, when we are sure about what we're talking about.
I really love the way you communicate because you show confidence. And one of the things I would like to ask is, what was the biggest barrier you encountered when you started to develop your communication skill?
Well, I didn't find many barriers because I think that we women have a facility to learn languages, which is our voice. Yeah, our voice helps us a lot, and you need to take profit of it, girls. So I didn't find many barriers, but of course I had some difficulties, but with practice, I overcame it.
You overcame them?
Yeah, sure.
And you said practice, but I really would like you to help our audience also develop their communication skill. And one of the things I would like you to share with them are, for example, some habits that they can implement in their lives in order to develop their speaking abilities or skills. For example, one of the things that I do is filming myself.
Okay.
I film myself, and then I used to film, not post it on the internet, but then I started posting it, and that really helped me develop my communication skill.
Okay.
But apart from this strategy, what can they also implement in their lives in order for them to develop their speaking ability?
Well, I have lots of tips that I applied, and it really worked. It helped me a lot, and recording is one of them. Because when you record, you can check your progress.
Your progress.
Yes, you can evaluate your speech and see where you can improve. But I think everything starts from our mind. So to overcome the fear of speaking in public, we should put in mind that feeling nervous is normal. Experienced people and even native people also feel nervous when they need to speak in public. So acceptance is the first step. After this, we should not focus on the audience. We should focus on the message. Aim for clarity, not perfection. Speak to make yourself understood, not to impress others. And other thing that really helped me a lot is shadowing. Shadowing is a speaking technique that consists on playing an audio and imitating the person right after the audio finishes. Normally, we imitate like native speakers, but it's okay if you have a local speaker that really inspires you. Yeah, this technique helped me a lot, and it's still helping me because I'm an eternal learner. So it helped me improve my pronunciation, find my own rhythm, and speak naturally. At the beginning, I was talking about voice. Many learners think that when switching languages, like when switching from Portuguese to English, they need to change their voice, when actually what they need to vary is their tone according what they need to transmit. Because if you change your voice when switching languages, your speech will sound unnatural and forced. So to keep it natural, keep your voice. Just vary the tone while you'll be speaking.
So I think we should, you're talking a lot about, I think these tips we can implement when we are talking about giving presentations.
Sure.
Or, yeah, I think it's really presentation in general, right? But when talking, I also would like you to help those people that actually they are not going to present anything, but they are just going to speak probably in public. Like, let's say we're talking about at the workplace, and they want to speak up for themselves. They want to give their opinion, and they want to speak in public to give their opinion. What are some of the things that they can implement in their lives in order for them to feel free to speak, not
Okay.
hold back?
To speak out for yourself, you should stop trying to memorize your speech word by word. Because when you do it, you kind of limitate yourself because you get stuck on that thing you prepared at home. So instead of doing this, you should focus on the main ideas regarding the topic you're going to talk about, regarding the topic which is going to be discussed, so that you will always have a comment, you will always have something to share, but you won't get stuck on that things that you prepared at home.
So memorizing the speech is a way of us limiting our like creativity, our speech.
Sure.
This is a way of us holding ourselves back,
Sure.
speaking well in public.
Sure. We should be spontaneous. And
Uh-huh.
we don't need exactly a partner to practice. When you want to develop your speech, you may also practice solo. Internet helps a lot. There are lots of videos. You may go there, watch videos, try to imitate them, or even ask yourself questions and respond.
Sometimes I talk to myself. I even talk to myself.
We
Like
all do.
even at like I know I have wonderful English. Just kidding. You know, I sometimes what I do is I talk to myself. Whenever there is a big event or something I'm going to partake, I always practice a lot. Yesterday I was practicing. I didn't know what answers you would give to my questions, but even so I was practicing. So now I'm speaking, looking at the camera, looking at you. I'm not, like nonstop. I'm speaking nonstop because I practice. So I think practicing is also something we should take into consideration. And speaking alone is obviously really important.
Small talks daily make difference.
Make difference.
Sure. And I had a vocabulary game which consists on saying random words just to know if I can say it nonstop. Like random words like blue, red, carpet, sofa, everything. Random words just to check if you have much vocabulary, And this is a game you can play alone. It helps
I
you.
would like to ask you something about. There are lots of people that think in order for you to speak English confidently or in public, one thing that you really need to do is studying a lot of grammar in order for you to have the best structures to use, in order for you to know when to use that preposition, that word, that. So I would like to ask you, do you think grammar is really the be all and end all when it comes to communication, or there are other stuff we should focus on?
Well, grammar is important because you need to know how to structure a sentence. You need to have knowledge about verbs, adverbs, and many other grammatical content, I mean. But you may not get stuck on that because your speech doesn't depend 100% on grammar. Okay, it helps you, it guides you. But from beginning, if you get stuck on grammar, you'll be limited and you'll avoid speaking because you think that you are not ready yet to speak. You try to be perfect. Grammar tends to lead you to try to be perfect.
There is a student in my I have this one student. Her name is Wizana. Wizana, hi, how are you? So I once asked my students, who do you guys think is the best English speaker among you? They said it's Wizana. I actually said, well, Wizana is not the best English speaker here.
You said so?
Yeah, I said this. Do you know why? I think Wizana is the most confident English speaker because she doesn't have the best structure. She doesn't have the best vocabularies, but she's so confident that when she speaks, everybody thinks she's good. She's really good. So I think, and she doesn't really focus on grammar, but you understand what she means when she's speaking. And I also would like to add that mindset is important when it comes to speaking in public. If you think that to speak well in public, you need to have the best grammar. I think we won't really, do.
Develop?
Yeah, I wouldn't say develop, but it would not be free enough to speak.
I see.
You
It
see,
would hold you back
that would
instead of
that would hold
helping
you
you
back instead of
Yeah.
yeah. But I would like to. You are also an English teacher, right?
Sure.
What do you do when you understand that your students are being afraid of speaking in public because they don't want to make mistakes?
Well, I really motivate them. I tell them that everything starts from my mind. So if they put in their mind that they're afraid of making mistake, it will be like a barrier. It will limitate them. So they need to try. They need to look at mistakes like opportunities to learn. And I've been sharing with them lots of techniques, lots of exercises, and small talk every day makes lots of difference. And I've been sharing with them some interesting videos which also give lots of interesting tips that they've been applying, and fortunately we've been seeing some results.
Yeah, so you find this as a way of breaking those barriers because they don't want to make mistakes, and that they sort of set barriers, for them to achieve their confidence or fluency to speak naturally.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but I would like you now to probably give some tip to those who want to improve their communication or something. What should they do? Like, I want you to give them the tips. What should they do in order for them to have a great communication or to become great communicators?
Well, there's no secret to become a great communicator, but just practice, 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 and practice. Enjoy every opportunities you have to talk, to speak, and remember that you don't need a partner to practice. You may practice alone at home with videos, internet helps. And I know that the learning process is not easy, it takes time, so be patient with yourself because there will always be lots of things that nobody will tell you. You need to learn by your own experience. So you need to be patient and kind with yourself.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Janie, for being here with us. And guys, I don't know. I think the main takeaway that I have from this episode is that you should focus more on building your confidence rather than grammar.
Sure.
And that if you want to speak well in public, do not focus on having the best grammar.
Don't aim for perfection, aim for clarity.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. So thank you so much for watching this episode, and we are expecting to see you on our next episode, which is going to be episode number 5 from our podcast. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.